Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my F1 2019 Road to Glory. It is Season 2 today and we are at the Monaco Grand Prix. Then if you missed the last episode, it was the Spanish Grand Prix. I highly recommend you go check that one out if you didn't see it. Spoiler alert, we have finally scored a podium for Williams. Unbelievable stuff there. Um, Qualifying was just really nice, and the car felt great. Sainz and the McLaren, though, was all over the back of Verstappen right till the end of that one there. Verstappen won, Sainz in his home Grand Prix second for McLaren, but we were third. But we're going to mute then and go to qualifying and see how we do then for the Monaco Grand Prix.
We're here at the Magic.
Okay, then we are 17th for the Monaco Grand Prix there. The team seemed to be fairly happy with that one, but wow, a huge scare through the Nouvelle chicane. That could have been a big accident. Charles Leclerc for Renault is on pole position at his home race. He's been fairly ominous so far this season. The Renault's been quite a decent car, but Leclerc has only scored 20 points then. And yeah, all of a sudden then, he finds himself on pole position then. Only 15 1,000ths ahead of Lewis Hamilton there in the Red Bull car. Carlos Sainz yet again with another fourth place start for the second week in a row. And we've been out qualified by George Russell. So good to see he has some pace then. But yeah, looking forward to the rest of this Grand Prix. And I think we do have pace. I struggled a little bit with oversteer. But yeah, looking forward then to the Grand Prix.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
I've just realised then our drag upgrade has failed, so we're going to get that on then ready for the Canadian Grand Prix. But not ideal. When this major upgrade comes through, we'll be able to get the weight redistribution through, which should put us to the top of the chassis department, which is crazy to think. But yeah, looking forward then to the Monaco Grand Prix. Let's go.
It's time.
Okay then. It is gonna be 17th on the grid for Monaco. George Russell though out qualifying us. Um, I'm really pleased with that though. The Russells out qualified us. I mean, there's a scrappy lap, but still, he's fair and square in front of us. Then, when the 5 red lights go out at Monaco, we'll be racing, and it is underway here. We got a fairly decent start, but got boxed in by Kevin Magnussen and Russell, and then the cars behind us. So we're going to go up the inside of 2 cars. We are going to make the move there on Russell and Magnussen here, so we're up 2 places then already. Who say you can't overtake around Monaco? But yeah, a fairly decent start to this one then. Already up 2 places and we're not even out of the first sector here, so we're going to do a dive bomb then on Roman Grosjean, the other Haas driver. He's going to try and hold it though through the inside, is he? No, he's going to back out of that one, thank God. But yeah, happy then so far with the start to this race, and yeah, we'll move through the rest of it. I didn't know Verstappen had a really bad qualifying, but he was right down the order. I mean, he still is in 13th for Verstappen in the Red Bull, but I think he was a little bit further down than that. But yeah, disaster of a qualifying then for Verstappen, as we almost clipped the wall then going through the Nouvelle chicane this time. But yeah, car feels fairly pacey then around Monaco. Hopefully we can bring away a decent result here today. We did do a fairly good result in Season 1, I believe. It's a P5 finish in Season 1 after getting our highest qualifying of the season. But that all leads then from Leclerc, from Hamilton, Sainz and the Mercedes cars. Yeah, so positive opening lap then, up 3 places. Past the 2 Hasses and our teammate George Russell as well here. We're going to push through in the rest of this one though and see what we can do. I think points are probably not on the cards today just because we're starting so far back and it is Monaco. I think even if we have pace, it's going to be difficult to get past. Maybe if we pull off a decent strategy, we might be able to jump some cars in the pit lane, but I think that's our only good chance of getting past some cars. But yeah, we've got Verstappen then in front here. And we're just going to see if we can get past him. But as I say, I think it's going to be very difficult to get past around Monaco. Yeah, good opening laps though so far. We're just lapping well. We just need to do that. We need to stay out of trouble. And we never know if there's going to be any opportunities that come our way. You never know, Hamilton might have another engine failure like he has done for the past 3 races at this point or something like that. As Verstappen suffers a big lockup through the swimming pool as we have a look to the inside and then realise there's a wall there. So yeah, good start though, very good start, and yeah, I'm looking forward then to the rest of this race. Lap 3 DRS is enabled, and yeah, I'll not cover this one as just have to do something really quickly there. There we go, we are sorted on that one. Apologies for the mid-race pause. But yeah then, move on to lap 3 of the Monaco Grand Prix here. Monaco Grand Prix, however you pronounce it. And yeah, we are up 4 100ths then in the first sector on our best overall time. Verstappen though still in front of us, so we can't move past the Red Bull car just yet. We're going to have to try and maybe do a big lunge or something into the Nouvelle if we get a good exit through here. But on to lap 3, we are still behind Max Verstappen here, all over the back of him in this race, and just got to see if the opportunity will come to get past him here. We've had a good exit through the swimming pool there, but Verstappen is not going to let us have that one that easy, and yeah, we'll see if we can maybe get him down the main straight with DRS. Only problem is it's a short DRS zone, and every car is going to have it because there's so many trains of cars there. Oh my word, almost dropped the back end of the car. Yeah, just do have some major engine issues there. The MGU-H nearing 70% wear. I hope it will hold on for the rest of this race. Oh my goodness me, as we're getting a real big tank slapper on then. But yeah, pushing on then to lap 4. Can we maybe move on Verstappen here? I think I definitely have more pace in the Red Bull driver, but it's impossible to overtake, obviously. It is Monaco at the end of the day. But yeah, I've noticed this car is very hard on its rear tires. I don't know why. There's a new strategy then available. We're going to try and do everything here on Verstappen. We are going to pull alongside them. Ready to back here. I'm going to keep committed. There we go, side by side, through to back there. Verstappen is going to back out. Oh, we clipped the wall. We've got front wing damage, and that is going to cost us big around this circuit. So we're going to pull it into the pits, I reckon, on this lap. We tried to make the move on Verstappen here, but ends up with front wing damage. So we are into the pits. Really frustrating with that front wing damage. I think that's pretty much ruined our chances of a good result here. But yeah, and they're not going to change the front wing. That's the reason I pitted. I pitted to change the front wing, and the team aren't going to change it. Oh my goodness me. This race has just been turned on its head then. Why did they not change the front wing? Oh, and it's a disaster here. The car doesn't feel too bad with the front wing damage. I think we lost an end plate or something though, maybe. But yeah, okay, so the car doesn't feel too bad, honestly. So maybe a good thing they didn't change the front wing then. I think the oversteer we were suffering earlier on in the race, the front wing damage is probably balancing it out with the understeer. So the car actually, just like in Singapore last year, we suffered in the rain with a lot of oversteer in the Alfa Romeo, but then we broke our front wing, if you remember, during that one, and it actually ended up stopping us from understeering. No, it stopped us from oversteering because of the understeer we were getting from the front wing, and then the oversteer from the conditions stopped us from understeering. You know, that damage in the front wing was causing us big understeer. So the car ended up actually being super competitive because we just had the perfect amount of grip and the perfect amount of balance there. It is yellow, so I'm surprised it's not, you know, a lot worse damage than it really is. But yeah, we'll pit then, and we'll come out behind Antonio Giovinazzi then. That's 6 of this Monaco Grand Prix. I think we're going to start to see some cars peel into the pits, but we've got to try and keep with Gio if possible here. We've got to try and get past this chain. Well, they say we can't sustain this level of damage. I pitted to change it, and you guys are having none of it, so we obviously can. But yeah, we're going to try here everything we can to move past Antonio Giovinazzi. Don't want him holding us up then. The Racing Point, we know, not too quick of a car this season, unfortunately. But I mean, look at that. You can see how he pulls away there. That engine issue causing us big issues then. In this race, oh my word, I almost lock up and go into the back of Antonio Gio. But yeah, we're going to be clambering all over the back of him then. On lap 6, I need him in the pits because he's going to hold us up big time here. We just can't move past him, but he's holding us up so much. He'll give so much more pace. Around the Racing Point here, we're going to go for a cheeky dive around the outside of Anthony Nose there. He's still on our inside, but can we get the move done then? Yes, we can. Fantastic overtake for us then. Elevates us only to P19, but still a great move here. As we're going to send one to the inside of Danny Kvyat at the first corner. Obviously, last time out in Spain, he caused us big problems when he pushed us off the circuit. You can't really push people off the circuit in this track. You can push them into barriers, but not into the circuit. Not off the circuit, sorry. But yeah, Lance Stroll ahead of us, and then our teammate George Russell here. So hopefully he plays the team game a bit. I was thinking about doing a dive at the Lowe's hairpin on Stroll, but then I just remembered how difficult that is to pull off, you know, a dive where you get a good exit. These cars are just so hopelessly wide these days that it's difficult really to pull off any overtake around this track. But we are going to give it our all yet again here. We line up another move around the outside of Lance Stroll here. We make a lot of contact with him, to be fair. But can we get the move done here? He's going to be on our inside. Yes, we can. Have we got any more front wing damage? No, we haven't. So, yeah, I'm glad then in the end the team haven't changed the front wing. Because, as I say, I think the front wing damage is balancing out the oversteer with something with us in front of us now then. George Russell in this one. Hopefully he doesn't make it too difficult for us. So we've got a Red Bull car emerging from the pit lane. No, we can't go past George. We're going to have to do a dive into the first corner there. He leaves us no space. And we've come out then right behind Max Verstappen. So being held up behind these cars then has cost us here. Because I feel like we could have had the pace to get ahead of him. But no, we're still right behind then the Dutch driver in the Red Bull car. That's incredibly frustrating. Yeah, we're just going to have to see what we can do there. 12 laps left to go then of the Monaco Grand Prix. Very short lap time around here. There, only about a 1 minute. I think we're between about a 1 minute 13 to a 1 minute 16. So yeah, we'll see then what Verstappen can do here. He's pulling away from us there. The car hopelessly slow in a straight line. I didn't pick up on those engine issues there. I should have changed the engine in the car, but we'll see what we can do there as we damage the other side of the front wing now as well. We understeer into the wall, through to back, and 2 Monaco Grand Prix then in a row. We're going to suffer with big front wing damage. It's yellow now. The entire front wing is that same shady yellow here. Oh, but this is causing us big issues in this race. George Russell then pits on lap 9 now. I can really feel the understeer this time. Yeah, so big issues then at the front of our car here. Oh my word, I can just feel the understeer. Um, and yeah, I mean, I think it's wraps for this Grand Prix. I don't think we're going to move any more places forward than here. We got 14th place on the car, turn with damage front wing even more then. The understeer on this car making it very difficult to drive here. We're going to have to come in for a change of front wing at the end of this lap here. But yeah, incredibly frustrating then to be lapping with front wing damage here. So we have to cut the Nouvelle chicane there. We're never going to navigate that. Yeah, but oh my word, the front wing damage is terrible there, and we've got damage, even more damage to the front wing here. Can we make it through? We've broken the whole front wing off now. We got corner cutting warning for that, but I don't know if we're going to be able to make it into this pit lane here. It's incredibly tight, obviously, but yeah, so the front wing absolutely destroyed here, and they're going to be fitting us with a replacement. Kevin Magnussen has just set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix for Hamilton. And yeah, we're going to have a change of front wing then late on in the day here. Still half the race to run, so we'll see what we can do here. We're actually not going to come out in last place. That's how far behind the rest of the cars are behind us. But yeah, as Antonio Giovinazzi then, we're stuck behind Giovinazzi again. Oh my word. We're on a fresh set of mediums then, and already I can feel the car feels so much better, but the understeer issue, the oversteer, sorry, is back, which is concerning, bearing in mind we are running that new rear downforce upgrade. It seems to be making the car understeer there, as unfortunately Russell has dropped behind them, the Toro Rosso and the Racing Point cars as well. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be another difficult race and this time out at Monaco. From the highs of Spain to the lows of Monaco there as Lewis Hamilton retakes the fastest lap then, the Red Bull driver of course. So we're going to get a 3-second time penalty because we're pushed off the road by Antonio Giovinazzi. Right, yeah, so the engine issue's making it difficult to pass anyone. We've hit the wall God knows how many times this Grand Prix and had to come in for a new front wing, and then we got a 3-second time penalty for being pushed off the road by Antonio Giovinazzi. So yeah, fantastic race so far here at the Principality. We are so hopelessly behind everybody else here. I don't even know if there's any point of us lapping him. We're just getting held up behind Giovinazzi here. We cannot move past him. Yeah, nightmare of a Grand Prix so far. But we've still got a long way to go then in this race, so we'll see what we can do here. Can we mount an overtake on Antonio Giovinazzi by there? I mean, look, he's just so slow, but he's so dangerous. He just moves over in the braking zone. I mean, there, look, again, look, on the exit of the hairpin here, he just moves under braking. He brakes so early. The Racing Point car has zero pace. I think the Williams, our car, is definitely faster than the Racing Point. But yeah, here as we are going to try a dive bomb, but Gio turns into us, and yet again our front wing is broken. Oh, a nightmare race, and we're going to hit the wall, and that means we're going to have to come in for our second front wing of the race. And I think we are going to call it a day here at Monaco. I think we're going to pull the car into the pit lane at a slow speed there. We're going to let Russell through. Yeah, we're going to switch the car off, pull it in, and we are going to retire from this Grand Prix here. An incredibly disappointing race for us here at the Principality. Yeah, terrible qualifying. The car was oversteering a lot. And yeah, just super unlucky. Yeah, 5-second time penalty, I think is hilarious if you ask me. Where's Charles Leclerc? Oh, 12. Yeah, 5-second time penalty for being forced off the circuit, I do think is quite a joke. The front wing damage cost us massively from Gio turning into us. and the car handled like a pig. I'm not going to be horrible. Well, no, I am, because the car was terrible
Well,
around the
let's
circuit.
hope for a better race next time out, eh?
Yeah, so that is it then for the Monaco Grand Prix. I'm sorry to put an early end to proceedings, ladies and gentlemen, but that was terrible. That was absolutely shocking to drive. Um, the car did not handle very well at all around that race, but yeah, we'll move on to Canada then for the next time out. Obviously, we're going to simulate the practice sessions here, see if we get our resource points through, see if we get our 2 upgrades through as well. But yeah, that is it then for the Monaco Grand Prix. Um, yeah, apologies about that one, guys. It's our second DNF of the season, our second DNF in 6 races. So we get our developments through here, and we are now right on the back of the Toro Rosso team in performance, which is great news here. So one more ultimate upgrade, or one more major upgrade, or even one more little upgrade will put us right over the edge then. But yeah, that is it then for the Monaco Grand Prix. As I say, apologies for that one, but yeah, just a torrid weekend. Um, all in all, we didn't have a lot of pace, and yeah, just not enjoyable whatsoever here. We're just not going to have enough points to get that on. That is so frustrating when you just nearly have enough, but then you can't quite put it on yet. But yeah, guys, we'll have to leave that one then for next time out in Canada. But as you can see, that puts right on the back now of the rest of the pack, so we are proper caught up, which is great to see. Yeah, and that was a weight redistribution upgrade and a drag upgrade ahead of the Canadian Grand Prix. The drag upgrade will be very useful, as we've still got a few more drag upgrades to go. But yeah, we won't be putting them ones on just yet. So, yeah, difficult weekend out in Monaco. Russell didn't have a lot of pace in the car either there, so at least we can have solace in thinking it's not just our driving, it was, the car as well. But guys, that is it then for round 6 of season 2. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that one a lot more than I did. Disappointing race, but yeah. If you did like this video, guys, then leave a like and subscribe. Make sure you check out the rest of my Road to Glory if you haven't already. But yeah, guys, until the next one then, take care. Cheers.